when you see how Rasta and what Rasta offer the world, it's not true. It's not no reading make the people them latch on Rasta so. Rastafari most potent expression is the culture of Rasta. And I'm going to even say it further to maybe even vex more people. It's not the theology of Rasta that drive people to Rasta. Because most people know who used to look like Rasta and gravitate toward the music and love the music. It's them not say Haile Selassie. But them love the red, gold and green, them love the locks, them love the idea of eating, you know, holistic food and them things. It's the culture of Rasta. That is the potent aspect of Rasta. The culture. The culture defines Rasta in such a way where no other group of people in the Western world, as black people who was domiciled on this farmer slave plantation island, no other group come with the expression that Rasta come with. So people gravitate to Rasta all over the world. Japanese, French, Italian, we live in a Rome. When you go, the biggest draw Bob Marley have a concert is right there in Italy, in a Rome. 100,000 people without any opening act. Bob Marley draw 100,000 people in a concert without any opening act. In Italy, Rome. But you must understand, say, it's a culture that drive the thing to make it become what we call now international or universal. The theology. Most people, if you check them, all these old white people are coming here and a Rastafari and dreadlocks and them don't have nothing with Haile Selassie. A whole heap of black American and people who come from England and Canada and demons Rasta and do this Rasta, that. Well, if you sit down with them and have a good conversation with them, it's like them don't want to tell you, but it's like it's in them say, all right, don't bring up the Selassie thing to me. That's what I'm saying, because Rasta is a force. But it's a part about Selassie now. Very presumptuous to say Selassie. I don't like hearing nobody talk about Selassie, you know. It makes me, it's Haile Selassie, the first. But it's like them want to divert you. If you start to say, well, you see Haile Selassie now, and them don't want to hear about the part there. Them want to say, so, why you don't eat meat? Say, really? You know the way there? Okay. What is the purpose of even in a school in Jamaica? If a teacher sent out a student to find out about Rasta, the youth have a certain list of questions on the paper. And when them go to the youth, when them go to the person now, them say, all right, I'm going to ask you a question. What is the meaning of the red, gold, and green flag? Every Rasta walk with a rod. What is the meaning of the rod? I say, rod? I don't walk with no rod. I wish I never thought about it. You know, it's like, okay, Rasta used to walk with rod long time. But I don't see no Rasta walk with rod, you know. So I don't know if you can use that to identify Rasta as a rod. But because Rasta was so embedded in the Old Testament, Moses did walk with a rod. So Rasta decides say them are Moses too. So Rasta even go as far and say Marcus Garvey is the black Moses. So what color Moses was? If Marcus Garvey is the black Moses, then the other Moses was what, white? You don't understand. Anyway, the rationale is that people gravitate towards Rastafari because of the culture. Some people, when you get down into the nitty-gritty of the theology now, Never talk theology, and then now you hear Bible come up, and then them get turned off again. Because they know them are going to say, but how these people liberate themselves so, and still hold on upon something that enslave black people in the Western world or so. And when you hear Rasta talk now about African retentive religions, you hear them demonize it, just like how the Christian them demonize it. So most Rasta don't want to hear about Yoruba. Most Rasta don't want to hear about Akan. Most Rasta don't want to hear about voodoo. Most Rasta tell you about Obia. No why them demonize everything where Christian demonize, Rasta demonize it too. It's a weird thing. Because this is a group that's supposed to have it out against the oppression of the colonial masters through slavery. And we come here with that thing, you know. We come here with some things. We have retentive elements of Africanness that them take out Africa, but them couldn't take the Africa out away. And them beat we, and them torture the father in front of the mother. That the mother, when she get pregnant, she make her son become passive because she remember the torture where the father go through, so she don't want her son go through that torture. So in order not to make her son go through that torture now, she bring up the youth in a very passive way. And then they are the only place that we could have congregated freely is in the church. And even though some of us use the church to be a liberating force and an organizing force, most of us came out of the church like the European and the European mind, that when the Europeans leave and gone back to England and gone back to France, them left them religion totally embedded in a way that them not have to dare. Them not have to dare now to lick you over your back again. Them put an ideology in our mind. And this ideology say, look now, you can't save yourself. There's a white man who going to save you, but you have to believe in him. So a little youth come named Sizzler. You're the little youth say now. This little youth say, white man God can't save you from white man oppression. White man God can't save you from white man oppression. But them done have we night already.